All right, we are at another week. Um, Sorry there was no Holding Space Sunday yesterday. Uh, yeah, just actually had a day off and went out and had some fun, lived life and had breakfast with family and yeah, what that's what happened to Holding Space Sunday. Um, but happy to be here for this week read and yeah, let's just see what we're getting into. I don't even really get a sense of where we're, what's coming, what's going. I mean, it's nice that we're heading into Sagittarius season, getting a little, closer to uh, solstice. Um, and coming out of Scorpio season, the energy is just, you know, the energy's been kind of intense and lots of work and things like that. So, really, Sagittarius tends to be a little bit more fun. I'm a Sag, so I always just I resonate with that part of the uh, description of the horoscope. Um, so yeah, let's take a look at the overall theme of the week. So beautiful uncaging. So unlocking that key to the heart. So I think yeah, I'm just getting that this is like this culmination of everything we've been going through is like the heart is ready for us to open and expand now. So yeah, that's a good one. It's like all the work you've been doing. It's time to show everybody that great work. Do one of these sacred earth cards too. Ooh, that one just like shot out. And we've had this one before. Um, Ready but waiting. And again, I always have the peace dove at the heart. So that's good. I feel like, yeah, we're going to move into this more heart centered consciousness starting this week and then right up to through till solstice. And we're ready. We're just waiting for the right timing and the uh, right, yeah, like signs and symbols. And then peace. Peace is at the heart. It's ready and waiting. We just have to start moving that direction. So yeah, that's a good way to start the week. Can't complain about that. Um, let's see what the rest of the week has to hold. And as usual, we're having the Wednesday day read will be the moon read. So I'll do it as part of the day with the moon cards, and then I'll also put it up separately so you can take a look if you want. Um, and just depending on timing, we'll see if we get to do a meditation with that or not. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of this week. All right, let's take a look at Monday. Um, got a little bit of everything for the cards this week. I went with some angels and ancestors, work your light, and the yantra cards, just for the one word of advice. So yeah, just feeling like that's where we need to be. That checking our signs and our symbols that are coming to us from the angels and our ancestral help, working our light by working our light. Like, what do we need to do there to keep heading towards this beautiful uncaging that's coming up with the heart? And then the yantra ones are always just good because they have one word that kind of sums it up. So all right, that's sort of the justification for the cards that I chose this week. Ooh, uh-oh. Well, now a whole bunch of them just fell everywhere, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to flip over the one that's in my hand. Okay, so Monday, first looking is we got autumn, release the old and rest. Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people about this week, and um, it's sort of like we're so used to being the doers and the getting things moving and like staying on top of working all this light and energy, and it actually just seems like what we're supposed to be doing is just we've already done all the work. It's time for us to rest. We also got trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So in a way, that's like it's like trusting that like you have a path, we all have a plan, and then sometimes when nothing's going on, it's okay to just stop, and again, pulling back and being the observer. um, a lot someone said to me this week, a friend said to me something about like, and this came from another source, so, and I don't remember who it was, sorry. But it was about being light workers, and that we don't need to call ourselves light workers anymore. The reason is that we've been working and we've done all the work. So we need to be light beings or light holders or light bringers or whatever we want to like start moving into this new description of what we're doing. So it's just a matter of trusting the path and like and knowing that everything is supported, and we don't have to like work so hard anymore, which is funny because the answer card that we got of all the ones that spilled out is stillness and being awareness. So again, it's just holding back, taking that time and understanding that we deserve that time of rest and peace right now. So it's a good idea for us to do that and to follow those instructions, and just know that like trust your path, and it's like we don't have to keep finding a new path or new things to do or new ways to work. It's like just understand it's all unfolding, and it's okay to take a break. So yeah, starting off the week um, just really reiterating that like it's time for us to take a bit of a rest. That's Monday. All right, let's take a look at Tuesday. Yeah, I definitely getting that feeling like, and I don't know about you guys, but I could use a rest. Oh my gosh. I feel like we've just been like doing, and that last week, 2 weeks has been really intense. There's lots going on. Um, and yeah, just that one's right there. Okay. All right. So Tuesday, water guardian, connect with your emotions. So if we are going to do some work, which like there's always stuff to be done, is maybe just do a really good check-in with yourself and see how you're doing and be honest. Like, how am I doing through all of this? And what do I need? Like, what are my emotional needs at this moment? Like, if they're not being met, is there a way we can find, to help you, uh, you know, be able to feel a little more at ease and grace and full and happy. Um, so yeah, just do a quick check in on Tuesday and see what comes up, and make sure you're really listening to the advice you're being given from yourself. Birthing a new age also came up. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yeah, so that's part of, I mean, that is part of this, like, if, it's not that we don't have any work to do. Like I said, we should kind of take a little bit of a break, but it's still good to keep up with what we need to do, right? So, like doing a little bit of work around what does it look like? What do I still want to see moving forward? So, still being in that creative and dreaming process and making sure emotionally that we're getting fulfilled. Um, and so that we are heading into a more of a peaceful and happier time for ourselves. So we still have to do that work around uh, manifesting those things. So it's more or less a check to just keeping your thoughts, making sure you're doing that bit of the work, that you haven't gone off the tracks on that, which is funny because the last card then is integrity, being authentic. So, yeah, it's really just checking in and seeing like, how do I feel? Am I okay? What do I need? Um, what authentically is resonating for me right now? Um, and just kind of, yeah, it just seems like Tuesday's all about doing a check-in and making sure that you're having all those needs met spiritually, mentally, physically, and overall emotionally. And just keep, yeah, it's happening. And just keep holding the vision and keep dreaming and keep manifesting uh, a much better way of things for all of us and ourselves. So it's coming in. It's just you gotta just kind of like really take stock. That's kind of the overall so far for the 2 days that I'm getting is just like we're just taking stock of what we've all just been through and what we are going to be heading into. So that's Tuesday. Okay, and Wednesday here is the new moon. So let's take a look. I'm going to do a card for the overall energy of the moon. Beyond the ordinary. Interesting. And yeah, just look at all the really cool energy coming out of like just all over the place. Um, I'm going to venture to guess that that's, no, like, I feel like, again, we're going to see a good shift that day in energy. Maybe, you know, even be able to see more tangible things again. So that's kind of what that one's feeling like. So we'll keep an eye out for it. And then what we'll do is we're going to do the moon cards and we'll do 3 of each. Yeah, so this reading for the moon always ends up being a little bit longer, but that's okay because we want to know. We have inquiring minds. All right, let's see. So we'll start with the Moonology deck. See what the overall state of that moon is going to look like for us. Oop, dropping cards. I'll pick that one up. Okay, so the first one we got is communication is key. So yeah, we're still in that phase where we want to watch what we're saying to others, but also listening to what they're saying as well, right? Um, Conclusions are within reach. So yeah, just off that top card, it's like this moon seems to be about the energy of things being revealed, truths, communication. Um, yeah, just like new energy is starting to unfold, and we're being able to tangibly see those results. And the last one is it's a new moon card, which is great because it's a new moon today. A new start is coming. Perfect. Also, a great cards to have on a Wednesday in the middle of the week, beginning anew. So yeah, spent Monday and Tuesday, clearing up those little bits of energy and really tuning in. Let's see what else. Okay, this is the Hidden Realms. Okay, so the first one we got was the Desert Prince, which is survival and false promises. So again, yeah, just really that theme is coming up for me about um, truths revealed and yeah, a lot. I mean, really, right now, a lot has to do with our very survival, like money and food and all of these things. So they're all coming into not question, but they're starting to be reviewed and starting to be looked at. We need new systems, and so I'm just feeling like that's what it is. So there'll be a little bit of a piece around survival and how we're doing it and what we might need to change, not just in our own lives, but as a society, as a collective. We also got the Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. Yeah, so it's just like the first cards. A new start is coming. this is the old way, this survival, survival of the fittest, survival of just, we've been falsely promised a lot of stuff. Um, that seems to, so these cards are indicating with this moon that that's starting to come to an end. Abundance is coming back. We will have a big celebration of life. And then we got Sisters of the Seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. That's good. I like that as a overall moon theme because it just means the new is coming in, the new ways are coming in. Abundance, right, is coming in, and abundance means not just wealth, but love, peace, all of that. The cycles of growth are changing, and where we need to get back to is this natural law piece, divine order of the universe, and listening and following uh, that plan. It's always been planned out. So, like that first card, the false promises, we've been lied to about a lot about how things really work and what our purpose on this planet is and how we get abundance and how we survive and thrive. So it just seems that, yeah, by Wednesday with this moon, there's going to be a shift. Um, there's going to be a shift. That's pretty much all it's saying loud and clear. All right, let's look at some action cards here for the moon. So I'm not sure whether there'll be when I re-release this day with just the moon reading. I'll try to attach a meditation. We'll see how that goes. But overall, if not, then things you want to focus on tonight, when the moon is out, is back to this. Make time for self-love. Again, we're just kind of sitting and being peaceful and observing and holding the light, holding the energy. We also got reflect on your priorities. Again, calling us into that state of mind, like what are we manifesting? What are our priorities? Where do we want to head? Where do we want the collective to head? So doing a little bit of that reflection for any moon ceremony that you're going to do. Yeah, this person to me is just really taking in the whole landscape, and really they just seem really contemplative and really taking it in and thinking about all of the things, like what does this really look like. It's interesting because if you did the meditation last week on holding space, it was the new earth one, and in the background here there's crystals. um, just always think, yeah, new earth to me like sometimes has cities of crystals. And we also got new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. Yeah. It's also not just about being open that night, but just really understanding that change is happening and it's coming and our abundance is coming. So this is a good moon day. So hopefully it treats you well, that you can start to see those tangible things where more peace and love and light are coming in. So that is the moon and Wednesday. Okay, let's now look at Thursday this week. Yeah, I'm getting a nice sense of it being a more peaceful week, which is nice. Like it's time for us like to catch our breath and to rest, like it said. So yeah. Interesting. We've got a lot of things coming up about emotion this week. So, not that we're going to be blubbering messes, but making sure we're in touch with those emotions and feeling them, right? Whatever they are. Whatever they are. All right. For Thursday, we first got Father Sky, trust in the unknown. And we also got drum, which is dream and journey. We also got get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, can't say the word, connect with nature. Yeah, again, we're just getting all this like reaffirming, uh, um, like we don't really know what's happening. We don't tangibly get to see a lot of it. We just have to trust and, get grounded, get connected with nature. That's where our answers come from. Continue to dream and journey. And again, and we got emotion, like embracing it. So, not just like checking in and seeing what's going on for yourself, but really embracing how you feel like in this moment. Um, and I think this is part of like how we shift this into the new is that, you know, we're gonna connect again. Look, it's interesting. The ancestors are there doing meditation, staying in our center, and doing our work is again dreaming and journeying and being at peace and at rest, but still doing the work, right? The little bits and pieces, um, like not just letting them just fall to the wayside, keeping them as part of our daily routine almost, right? So just continuing to dream, to sit in silence and meditation, check in with your emotions, feel your emotions. Yeah, so it seems to be that's the kind of theme for this week. So that's Thursday. Okay, made it to Friday. Whew. Hopefully, it was a restful and peaceful week for you, where you were just able to be introspective and um, look at like different things and see them from different perspectives and feel all the good feelings and it's interesting. So we're just in this process of yeah, we're shifting this stuff, but like it's easier if we're just like what's the word I'm looking for? In non-resistance, right? In the flow, just being at peace and letting things, trusting the universe and trusting that it's all unfolding. Um, so first for Friday we got spring. See your seeds grow. So yeah, like I said, this kind of theme for this week is like we're gonna start to see tangible shifts in the energy and shifts in ourselves and shifts in the collective and the planet right now. So it is coming. um, we got also break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, there you go. So like I knew when I picked the angels and ancestors deck that it just like the presence of our ancestors is like right there in our face, even though we may not feel or see it. So you may not know like the full extent of your ancestral history and what those wounds like look like and that kind of stuff. But what's really important is just to kind of again, we also got stillness again. So being aware. So it's just about sitting in silence. Um, and how we rewrite that future is by well that's our manifestation piece, but healing those ancestral patterns and wounds, it's really coming down at this time because things are happening so quickly sometimes is just really like the intention of just saying of just sitting in silence, seeing if you do get any intuitive hits or answers, and then just asking for it to be healed, intending for it to be healed. So, yeah, continuing to, and then yeah, looking at that piece of rewriting things. Like if things come up and you're like, okay, we're not going to do that anymore, but we're going to do it this way. So again, it really is. This whole week is just about like observing, sitting in silence, getting in touch with our emotions and our needs and our wants and like intending for the future. And then those seeds are going to start to grow. Um, it says spring, but in this one, I don't get like it's like this is like coming up pretty quick, like happening fairly immediately. So, yeah, keep thinking those good thoughts and keep writing the future you want to see, right? That's Friday. Okay, let's have a look at Saturday. Ooh, that one's definitely there. Mm, okay. This one's kind of tricky. We got Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. This card always makes me laugh because it's like, it's about protection, but it's like, drop the shield. Like, don't stop being so, like, um, not defensive, but yeah, but like holding on to, like, you know, just kind of like lowering the armor and seeing what's really going on. It's interesting though, because we also got it with Dance with Life, which is do something to change your energy. So yeah, it's almost like I'm almost getting the sense like, and it's interesting too because there is like it's not an eye on the hand, but if there's a gemstone or something in it, it could be an eye. It's too round. But I think it's like, it's like, um, or like we need to stop being so rigid about how we think things are gonna like play out and what we see happening, or like, it's like just drop that like deeply, like it's not that we need protection, it's that we're almost like we've protected and insulated ourselves too much. Like this is the thing, is like we need to dance with the flow of things, and move with the flow of life instead of being like, this is the way it's gonna happen. So yeah, there's something about we need to shift our energy a bit. So what else did we get here? We got peace, being surrendered. That's probably the theme for this video again, is lots of peace coming in. It's funny, yesterday I'm going to tell this story because it just hit me as like, that, yeah, peace is going to be coming in. Just I was driving around and I think I heard give peace a chance. And then as I was driving, I came down like a street, and a building downtown had a peace sign on it, like in lights. Um, and then I can't remember the third thing, but I just was like, okay, I get it. Peace, peace on earth. Um, so we also got balance in there as being in so being in harmony, being in balance. It's interesting that we get that, like with the peace card, that yin and yang. So, and again, on this card, it's that like, yeah, making sure our energies are in balance, in equal balance, that we're not like, again, not too rigid, and moving with the flow, but not so crazy that we're out in left field in, spiritual la la land, going, everything's amazing over here. So it's finding that balance between the rigidity and dancing with life. So that's kind of a fun Saturday thing. That's a little bit, um, it's interesting though, because it's really just coming up like, this is like, go and dance, go move your body and change the energy in some way. It may just be like we've just been too rigid for too long, and it's just, we need to shake it up a little bit, like, and flow a bit better, putting things into balance and harmony and surrendering to that balance, harmony, and peace. Saturday. That's kind of a fun one. I like that. Okay. And finally, Sunday. Yeah, hopefully I'll get to do a holding space. It may not happen though. I do have company coming in and lots of events on Sunday, you know, doing some fun things like Christmas markets, and yeah, just trying to enjoy life, be a part of life, um, and be at ease and peace and grace. Oh, Sunday. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll try to do a holding space Sunday. See how that all works out. Might have to do it live, although those haven't been really working out a lot lately. Okay, interesting. So Sunday, we got Stargazer, Set Your Sights Higher. We also got Mintanka, which is Longing for Home, Belonging, the original Lightworkers. And then we got Now, Being Anchored. All right, interesting. So it is this balance. Again, we're back to this balance piece. This yin and yang seems to be kind of a bit of the underlying theme for the week, is that we need to be in the here and now and anchored into where we are on this crazy ass 3D planet doing its thing. But then we also need to be setting our sights higher, meaning I think that we need to keep looking up to, not just up to the stars, but up to our angels, ancestors, uh, extraterrestrial family, those kinds of things. Because part of us is still like, we're longing for home. It's like, it's a lot of times people will say, especially light workers on Earth, will say like, I never feel like this is my home. I don't feel it's not not being at home in a bad way, but it's just like there's a piece of you that you know is like somewhere else out there in the universe. So it might just be like, yes, we're anchored here right now and we're living in the now. Um, but there's nothing wrong with looking up to the stars and looking up to the our ancestors and our family and saying, like I miss you guys and I do long to be home. Um, and just to make this light worker job just a little bit easier, right? Again, it's that, like I said at the beginning, it's like we don't maybe not need to call ourselves light workers anymore. We're still doing the work, right? We're still here to do, we have a purpose and we're doing the things we know to do best. Um, but I think a lot of what like I'm getting that's going to happen is that we're going to start to tangibly see things, the fruits of our labor, like the energy work we've been doing, and starting to see that come into fruition in some way. So just keeping your eyes open, being present in the now, um, and it is though we're still doing the work. We're not completely retired light workers. We are like we want to be light beings. We want to be light holders. That's all part of the work. And yeah, it's just about keeping that energy field in balance. It's a tough balance right now. I'm not gonna lie, like it's a little tricky. I'm hoping as we move into Sagittarius season here that's the kind of lighter feeling that we all are like longing for and needing, because it's been a battle these last couple of weeks. We know that. Oh, I just saw something fly by there. It's really little, like really little, like an actual. Anyway, who knows? All right, that's Sunday, and I'll be back for the summary here in a second, and then we will catch up with you on Sunday, hopefully, in the evening for Holding Space Sunday. Okay, let's look at a little summary of the week. Let's go back to our main cards and see by the end of the week um, what's our overall meaning. Yeah, I love this card. So it's specialization. Um, this is definitely what I was talking about through, like, I think Wednesday on, is just about working our energy, and it's coming into the point that we're starting to like really know how to work our energy and change it. And so like that was the one day, like, do something to change your energy. It's that the new way of us working is coming in. That's the seeds that we were talking about growing. So, and again, you've got all the butterflies there of transformation, uh, the sun, the rose, the heart chakra, like just everything is sort of working in balance. Um, so it's just specializing in that, whatever your new energy skills happen to be. I feel like what this is really saying is like we're going to really be able to start to see what this means when we're talking about energy, um, being a light worker, all of those things. So that's uh, that's kind of it's encouraging. I know a lot of us have been pretty discouraged lately because it's kind of tricky. We don't really know how this works necessarily, right? And what we're really coming into. Um, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay. That's exactly. This is like the little story. Here we go. What I just said. We are in the uncharted sea. We're in new territory. We don't know where we're going exactly. We kind of have a little bit of a compass for direction, but the overall, like what it looks like, we don't have a concept of. We're in this land in between, the land between. We're like in and out, 1 foot in 3D, 1 foot in 5D, like, and it's just kind of like, we're just holding the balance right now. But the final piece of the story is that we become awakening genius. And I love, like, that's probably the best ancestor face I've ever seen. Like, so it's coming, guys, and it's just, it's taking time. Uh, it's taking its time. And I know it's been like a little bit frustrating, but I can only see that like I feel the peace of this week already, and we're only in day one on Monday. Well, when I'm recording this anyway. So like let's just embrace it again. Let's observe, let's do our work, which is and really it seems to be to rest and meditate. Be out in nature whenever you can and just trust that this is all unfolding and keep your eyes higher, like looking your sights higher. Trust the universe, trust Father Sky, trust in the divine, and know again that there is a plan. And even though we haven't seen a lot of results, now we're going to start to. Awakening Genius. I just love this card. It's one of my favorites. It's just so pretty. Yeah, it's just so pretty and so ancient and just, yeah, it warms my heart. I hope it warms yours too. Okay, all right, that's it for the week. You guys, it's truly going to be okay. And don't feel like you haven't been doing your work because you definitely have. Otherwise, we wouldn't be at this point. Like, um, we would have totally distracted ourselves into the world out there. So, I mean, it still happens. We still get pulled into it all the time. But that's, we know how to like be in that land in between. And it's a waiting game. We're just waiting to see what the next steps are. And like, again, it's the seeds, right? The seeds have been planted. We're just waiting to see what grows. And it's coming and much sooner than actual spring. So, whew, that's a good one. Have a good week. I hope it's good for you. I hope it's peaceful for you. Make it peaceful if you can in any way. Create that balance in our lives. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Take care. Love you.